For a state our size and growing in such importance, we needed to have a powerful coalition of advocates for education. So in late 2006 and early 2007, we formed in Lasse, Florida, which is the predecessor organization of FCAN. We put a lot of time into research and publishing policy briefs. And those briefs contain a whole lot of insights, but those insights would go for nothing if nobody picked them up and advocated for the action items that were identified in the briefs. I can recall speaking with Braulio Colon. We both came to the conclusion almost simultaneously, as if the light bulb went off, and we both said, you know what, we need to build a Florida College Access Network.
We were at a point where we were successful in securing foundation dollars, but we really didn't have a strategic plan yet. We were building this plane as we were flying it. And that's when we approached Helios Education Foundation. And we said, look, we need your help. And the area we need your help the most in is helping us develop a strategic plan. What came out of that strategic plan was a core focus on FCAN development across the state. And at that point, that's when we began to see communities come together in a more collaborative way. The ultimate vision for FCAN was a compilation of so many individuals pouring into that idea.
So I was really fortunate when I started at FCAN because Braulio had spent several months with a task force throughout the state developing the first strategic plan for the organization. The core strategy was to develop this concept of local college access networks, and we are seeing the benefits of that. From 2013 to 2020, there were 17 local college access networks developed, supporting over 82% of Florida's population. We are seeing how some of the FCANs have really taken off.
It's really succeeded beyond my greatest expectations. I'm really proud of the work that Braulio, Laurie, and now Charlita have done and are doing.
The future of FCAN is really all about growth. One, growing the number of partners that we're working with and bringing in, ensuring that we have greater collaboration with different organizations across the community. The second area of growth, I would say, is really looking at our FCANs. How do we continue to grow the number of FCANs that we are supporting and cheering on and providing resources to? And then the other piece that I will add into that as we're talking about growth is how do we bring in equity and diversity into all of our conversations.
Doing business as usual is not going to close these gaps. And I think that's the power of this movement.
Working now in tandem together, building relationships, that is benefiting students and their communities overall.
Talent Strong Florida is about building up our state, it's about building up our people so that we all can be talent strong.